Hello, we're back with playoffs of the Who Draft Association. So this week I'm taking on Aaron Clemens. I think Aaron Clemens is probably the best player results-wise in the league. Also, one of the only ones with a Liquipedia page, thanks to getting second place at Knoxville back in I think 2023. Should be a good match. I was hoping this match would happen in finals, but top eight's not bad either. So yeah, we have a Sun team that we're heading up against. So maintaining weather control is going to be really important. A lot of big special attack hard hitters with Iron Crown, Typhlosion, even Armorers can be scary. And we also are facing off against Murkrow, who makes things obnoxious, and also our former teammate. Probably not the best idea to trade away both our dark types for a little upside against a size spam team, but I don't think it's that bad for us. So yeah, we're running Pelipper with eject button and a lot of special defense. This way you can come in, take hits, switch back out, set rain, and then do it again. So that should help us a lot maintaining weather control this battle. Can soften up hits for other members with the rain taking out Torkoal and Armor's attacks as well as Typhlosion. Helping Hand and Wide Guard also benefit the strategy a lot because since they have increased priority, Pelipper can get value, get hit, switch out, while still having value on the field. Egg Entrance is back yet again. Tera Dark Throat Chop is going to be a big problem for a lot of these Pokemon. A lot of Dark Weeks on this team. Taunt's going to be useful for stuff like Alchemy or even like Indeedee trying to set up Trick Room against us. Same with Armourouge. X-Scissor, I just wanted a move that could hit Murkrow neutrally, as well as probably our best damaging move into what's his face, Lilligant. And then Leaf Blade, I was anticipating potential Terra Grounds from Aaron just because of how much I've been using Thundurus. And he only really has one ground immunity in Pachirisu. So I was thinking he might try to Terra Ground and get more of that. So I wanted a few ways to punish it since I wasn't bringing Vasculegion. Speaking of Thundurus, he's here. Pretty normal set. I'm running Snarl this time. I think the first time in the league I've had Snarl Thundurus. Obviously, for the same reason Threat Shop's good, Snarl's good. A lot of special attackers and also dark damage. I can threaten to potentially 2-hit KO stuff if I have a little chip damage. Clefairy, not running EV Light this time, running Safety Goggles just because its main job is just, if Lilligant's there, I want Clefairy on my side to really stop it from getting away with anything. Just clicking Follow Me prevents Lilligant from really doing anything other than like setting Sun or something, which I was a little worried about. Because yeah, it turns off after you since Follow Me redirects it. We have our own after you just in case Trick Room goes up, and then Follow Me and Helping Hand, normal Clefairy things. Golurk, I wasn't planning on bringing him at all. I was happy with the other 5, but wasn't sure what to do the last slot. So I put Golurk here just because there are a few ground weeks on this team, and leading Golurk along with Thundurus or even Pelipper is just a fun way to put out damage. Ice Punch, just another way to hit those pesky ground times. Also hits Murkrow and Lilligant again. Golurk wasn't planning on coming, but under the right circumstances, like a Pachirisu or even Hariyama, I think Golurk would have matched up well. And then probably the biggest no-brainer on the team was, Assault Vest or Calydon into a lot of special attackers. With the Terra Dark, good defensive typing and can boost Snarl. And then we just have Electric Shot, Draco Meteor, just our normal damage moves. And Dark Pulse I thought was a fun addition. I'm running Stalwart this time because I didn't really see much of a reason to do Stamina other than like to boost up and start killing stuff with Body Press. But because of all the Psychics on this team, well, I guess some of them are weak to Body Press. But yeah, it didn't seem super viable. And I wanted Stalwart just in case Pachirisu was trying to redirect Electro Shot or something like that. Whoops, you weren't supposed to see that. Yeah, so Battle 1, I am happy to see that Aaron's not really running any Terra Grounds, so Thundurus is happy about that. Really no Electric Resist on the team. And most of these, aside from like the Fairy Resist, not a lot of Dark Resist on the team either. So yeah, I am trying to figure out what item this Typhlosion is. He knows I'm Scarf, but luckily, I don't know if he was Scarf and bluffing at this game or not, but luckily Egg Engine's outspeeds Typhlosion with the booster energy, and I hit both my attacks and really strong start of the game. They do get Sun Up, and I'm just going to bring in Pelipper to get that in our favor and like take any hits going towards Thundurus. Tailwind's a little annoying and hit into a Protect. But yeah, I just want to put pressure on the Iron Crown so it can't snowball. Murkrow I'm not too scared of at this point. Pelipper takes its hits and then leaves, and Murkrow luckily takes care of himself with the Brave Bird. Yeah, third drop, this Iron Crown's looking bulky, probably not much speed on it, just due to how little that did. But we're in a good spot, because now, as long as they don't have any weird Terras, which they don't, hit Archaludon, Snarl's going to start clutching this game up. Yeah, first one goes off, doesn't do that much to DD, thanks to the Seed. But yeah, now we're just trying to wait out Tailwind so Thundurus can come in and clean up the game. We do get Encored into Snarl, but I honestly don't mind. It's racking up some damage and preventing NDD from really doing anything without crits. Pelipper's down. A little surprised that -1 Psychic did that much, but with Terrain, reasonable. NDD reveals the Trick Room. This isn't that bad though, because we're the slowest guy on the field with Archaludon. And yeah, thanks to these, essentially I just need to dodge crits on Thundurus, and the game will be cleaned up. That's what happens. NDD gonna just forfeit instead of getting Snarl 5th time, so solid game 1 on our end. Jumping over here, game 2, I'm just planning on doing the same thing, and it looks like Aaron is as well. I was still wondering what this Typhlosion's item was, because I was thinking, like, if you were that brave to just like click Sunny Day Eruption game 1, that like you're probably scarfed. So I'm like assuming that even with Tailwind, I'm gonna live a hit from a Scarf Typhlosion. Turns out it's not the case. They are Life Orb, so that damage boost is what they need to be able to OHKO Thundurus. However, they don't commit Terra yet, so we're just able to kind of trade, even though we take a lot of damage on Iron Leaves. Archaludon's still in a pretty decent spot. We're just going to save Iron Leaves for later. Don't really care about the speed boost. Yeah, that's like the strongest attack into us, basically, and we take it. No Sash on Pelipper, but yeah, the critical hit, Brave Bird, luckily we live that. That's actually a pretty clutch survival, and I just start piling on Snarls, so this Iron Crown won't be as scary. Trying to save Iron Leaves again. And yeah, just Murkrow, we essentially just trade birds this turn. I was scared of the manual Sunny Day on Murkrow. Luckily, they just end up trading Pelipper and able to get my special attack boost. So yeah, with the +1, I'm pretty confident that Archaludon might be able to win this by himself. However, if Egg Engine's can get an attack off, that'll be huge. It is kind of a 50-50, because I think at this point, like, it's reasonable to assume I have Protect. I think Aaron just decides he needs to like take out Archaludon as fast as possible, and ends up ignoring Egg Engine's assuming I have Protect, which is pretty reasonable play. I don't have Protect, so I have nothing better to do than to just go for this KO on an NDD. So that comes through, and thanks to Snarl being single target and the +1, it's actually racking up damage against Crown. So yeah, we're able to finish it off even with that chip, and thanks to Egg Engine's living. So yeah, that's going to put us into top 4 playoffs. I believe we play Matthew next week in top 4, another new opponent. Yeah, Pacific Log Porygons should be a good set. Another weather matchup versus Tyranitar. But yeah, GG's to Aaron, good set. Glad we finally got to play in this league, and I'll be back next week maybe with this. I'm not sure how this is going to work, because we might play these last 4 in person, but yeah, thanks for watching.